Welcome to Amazing World Channel.
Getty Expressbrexit news: the EU will suffer if it attempts to punish Britain. Countries across the bloc export billions of pounds worth of products to Britain, with the European Union making more from the UK than vice versa. According to figures released by the Office of National Statistics earlier this year, the UK exports £230 billion to the EU, but receives £290 billion of imports in return. And while the EU makes up the majority of UK imports, Britain already has a thriving series of relationships outside the bloc, where it sends the majority of its exports. In the case of a hard Brexit, in which trade deals with EU states are cut, it can be argued it is member states, rather than Britain, who will suffer most. EXPRESSBrexit: the countries which will suffer most from Brexit. The figures also revealed which countries in particular will pay the price for attempting to punish the UK for Brexit. Germany tops the list, with Angela Merkel's country exporting goods worth £70.4 billion to Britain. In exchange, Britain sends just £48.5 billion to Germany. Next up is the Netherlands, where £36.9 billion is sold to Britain, and just £31.8 billion in the opposite direction. France is third on the list, with Emmanuel Macron's nation sending £36.6 billion to Britain, with £32.9 billion sold across the Channel. GETTY: Britain will need to renegotiate trade deals with EU states after Brexit. Spain, Italy and Belgium all export more than £20 billion each to Britain, but again Britain exports far less in return. Ireland is the one exception to the top 10 list. Britain currently makes more money sending £25.68 billion worth of products across the Irish Sea, with Ireland making just £18.68 billion from the British market. A breakdown on the trade relationship between the two neighbours would therefore hurt Britain more than Ireland, although in truth both countries would suffer. April 4, 2017. France has the highest score in the index at 32.5. The final countries in the lineup of those states who should push for a fair deal for Britain are Poland, Sweden and the Czech Republic, who all send at least £5.5 billion worth of trade to the UK. Again, Britain relies less on these three states in return. In a report OMS said, as the UK starts the process to remake its political and economic relationship with the European Union, the future trade relationships we will have with the EU and the rest of the world are a key talking point. Read more: what happens if Britain quits Brexit talks with no deal? The UK government has signalled it is looking to build new partnerships with countries like India, the United States, Australia and New Zealand. As a soon-to-be ex-member of the European Union, the UK will have to renegotiate its trade relationship with the remaining 27 partner countries, as well as with the entire world, as it no longer relies on the trading arrangements afforded by membership of the EU. In the months since the June 23 referendum last year, the UK government has signalled it is looking to build new partnerships with countries like India, the United States, Australia and New Zealand.